Hello everybody, it's the Doctor here, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Dol Guldur battle. This is set number 79014, has 797 pieces. We get 2 Gundabad orcs, we get the Necromancer of Dol Guldur, we also get Azog, the Great White Orc, we get Radagast the Brown, and Gandalf the Grey. A lot of action going on the back. Some great battles going on here. This is a scene in the end of Desolation of Smaug, so we will probably see more of this area later on. Looks like we get some secret pieces. Of course, this is supposed to hook up with the smaller Dol Guldur set. So let's go ahead and open up, build it, and check it out. First figure I'm going to show off is actually not really a main figure, but it is a statue, which kind of reminds me of a weeping angel if you ever watch Doctor Who. So it's kind of a creepy little figure, but it has very nice printing on the front slope brick. It's holding this weird glowing stud. Not really sure what that is for, but it is glowing. We do not see this in the film. Maybe it is in extended scenes, but we do not see what exactly this mysterious statue is holding. But there is a feature that is underneath this statue. So let's go ahead and move on to the actual figures of this set. We'll go ahead and show off Gandalf, since he's probably one of the few generic figures that we have. We've gotten a lot of Gandalf in many different forms. This one is his hair form. Comes with his gray cape, of course. He's also wielding his staff and his sword. He has come to Dol Guldur to find out what is going on. He is revealing the secrets hidden within. And of course, he finds lots of dangerous things. And that is what this set is all about. Dangerous things for the wizards. So the next wizard we get is the highly detailed Radagast. So glad we got him as a figure. He's wielding his staff right here. The brown wizard is all loaded up in brown. Would have loved to see his jackrabbit type sled in this, but unfortunately we do not get one. Maybe we will later. But he does sport his bird friend's droppings on the side of his face. This helmet piece is all one, including with his beard. So you just take the entire thing off to reveal his underneath. Very nice printing on there as well. He does come with a double-sided face that gets pretty much covered up, but he does have different style eyes for him to fight with. Very cool little, it's a little bit rubbery, fits right on there pretty nicely. He does have a tiny bit of speckled dots on the back of his printing as well, so you can kind of maybe take his cape off and show that off on the back. Now let's go ahead and go on to the evil characters of the set. We get 2 generic orcs. One is spiky. One just has a Uruk-hai style sword. So we get those 2 guys. Very nice addition. Here we have the Necromancer, who is very spooky indeed. He's kind of gathering all of the evils of the world, and that is because he is Sauron, the Great Deceiver. He is trying to collect all the rings of power. He's trying to collect all the orcs, goblins, evil things, bats, wargs, everything he can to his power to try to regain what he had in the past by claiming his ring yet again, and of course, taking over the world, putting it in a second darkness. So, very cool little figure, kind of shadowy, kind of wraithy looking version of this character. And last but not least, we do get Azog, the Great Defiler. He is the pale orc. He is the tall, huge, nasty orc that basically is chasing down all the dwarves, trying to rid Middle Earth of all dwarf-like kind. He does not like Thorin Oakenshield at all. Thorin took his arm. As you can see, he has this spiky arm. Nice details. This headpiece is all in one piece as well. So you could take it off like so, revealing a little bit of printing, but then it gets covered up by his scarred up, scratched up face. Now this is a little bit less pale than probably many would like, but it does feature lots of great sculpts, lots of great printing. Very well done. If you do not know, he is not actually supposed to be in this film at all. He is supposed to be dead, and his son, who we do see chase down the dwarfs in place of Azog, is supposed to be the main goblin or orc leader. But very cool that they did include him in the new Hobbit movies. So here is the figure for him. Very evil looking indeed. We also get a skeleton, which I had almost forgotten to mention, but he's going to be hanging out in the top tower, probably just strung up in the cage, and he will be just hanging out until he disintegrates into just a skeleton head. So let's go ahead and move on to the actual set. It is a very nicely done set, so let's check out all of its details. So here's the whole set. We also have some extra pieces over here. We have the smaller set that came with Beorn, and then we have the polybag set. So I'm going to actually go ahead and attach these before we even get started. That one attaches there. This one you can just put wherever you want. But I think that makes it look a little bit more complete as far as a nice spiky fortress. So we're going to go ahead and check out the smaller pieces right now. Now that I've added this feature onto the end, you're probably wondering why Beorn is in this scene as part of the Dol Guldur battle. The battle doesn't really happen, of course. Gandalf does end up going here and finding, of course, the Necromancer, the Azog, the orc leader. But we do not see Beorn, and Radagast doesn't really help fight. But I have a feeling the reason that Beorn is added into this set is because they really didn't want to add him in his house. It was just kind of a small blip. But I think the reason they want to add him as a figure is because we will most likely see him later on in the third film. Spoiler alert. But there's going to be a huge battle, and he is a very key character in that battle. So hopefully, now that we have him in human form, we are going to get him in a bear form in a later Lego set. Do not quote me on that. That is just what I would do if I was Lego. I would make him in a bear form later on so that we have him here in human form and later in a really cool bear form. But on to the rest of the set. So here's where we get that statue figure placed right on this platform here. Very basic little area. Kind of rocky and planty, but it opens up in the middle to reveal a ring, which is most likely a dwarvish ring. The Necromancer, or Sauron, is trying to collect all of his rings that he created long ago. So this is that kind of secret hidden area where he's probably storing all of those rings of power. We also get two builds that fit at the top of the tallest tower. We get a catapult, or you can put the cage at the top. I actually prefer the cage to be at the top, so that's what you're going to see. I'm going to show you its play features later on. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back at the top of the tower. I'd prefer it to be up there rather than the catapult. You can put the catapult pretty much anywhere, so place it down, use the rocks, and toss them at the wizards. Okay, I'm going to start where the other set connects to the bigger battle set. Got a little orc guy here at the entrance. But this is where it connects right here. This is the other set. But you got a nice tower with some stickers here. Some stickers going all the way up the tower. And at the top of this tower is where the cage is. As you can see, the cage is up top here. There's some more sticker details here. And the play feature with the cage is that you can kind of release it, make it go lower, maybe put somebody in there, and then raise them back up to raise them way above anything that any regular person could get to. But I was thinking that you could probably put your Gandalf figure in here, and maybe someone would come and assist you on escaping in a later movie. Spoilers there, perhaps. So I'm just going to keep Gandalf up there for now, take rid of the skeleton and toss it to the side, just because this is pretty funny looking, and I think it goes very well with the movie. I'm going to go ahead and go to the back side of the tower. This is where you can take off either piece and replace it with the catapult. So you can kind of modular build this area. The ammo right here is for the catapult. Very nicely tucked away. Put that back up. Got a little torch here. Some rooms are down below. You get two very basic rooms. Just basically this one is an entranceway, and then this one above here has a barrel in it and some little sticker decals on here as well. Very minor details, but very nice. They're like little skeletons. There you can see one of the little sticker decals as well as the barrel. Just probably a nice little area for the orcs to be sitting, maybe for an ambush, so they can jump down onto whoever's going through the lower doors. Moving on to the next area, we have a small spider web, which you could probably lift up and walk through as well. Spikes at the top, stickers here, little skeleton head here, missing a spike, a little bit of castle details. As you can see, there's stairs right here leading up to the semi-hiding Azog. So, we get two stairs on either side of the main secret doorway. As you can see here, you can kind of walk up with either character. They come down, showing that they are ruling this area. But there is a secret door down below here. All of these are stickers as well. And then this torch at the top rotates to either let maybe Radagast in or Beorn, whoever you want, jumping in to assist Gandalf with this possibly deadly situation. And the last area is most likely the main entrance area. Now this has a play feature for anyone who walks through these main gates. Could possibly get hit by a skeleton, get knocked in the head by a dead person's head. But these do open up, so that's probably the main gates where you would probably least likely want to go through, because they might be expecting you to come through there. But sticker decals on the either side of those as well. Here is the spider door, the secret door. As you can see, rotates, has a nice detail on here of a door, kind of chained up and boarded up. Got skeletons and bones everywhere. There's spikes everywhere as details as well. And then this is the main gate that opens up. It's not locked or anything, but you could have many ways to enter into this area. So you have a lot of play features for surprise, a lot of play features for ambushes. Now another play feature, if you decide to go through this door, is that there is a blade on the inside here. So you may get cut and turn into a skeleton yourself. So you have a lot of choices to go inside, but they all have some dangers of their own. This one being that an orc will probably jump on you. The one from the other side, you're probably going to get hammered and cut into pieces. This one, of course, is in between both of the dark lords. We got the Goblin King, basically. Well, not the Goblin King, but the Orc Moria King. The Pale Orc. And then here, you're, of course, going to get smashed in the head by some skeletons. So, very dangerous. Bad things are going to happen to you no matter where you go. But this is truly a fun little battle set. So there's the whole set again. Of course, you can throw in your statue wherever you want. You can throw in your other pieces as well, like your catapult and your small polybag build with a spear and flames. And then, of course, this is the add-on with the Beorn figure. You can get all chopped up. So this is the larger form of the Dol Guldur area, which it is a huge, huge fortress. So you have to have as many pieces as you can to make it look like an authentic Dark Lord's fortress. So what are my thoughts on this set? I really love this set. I love the minifigures that we get. Of course, we get Radagast with his bird friends on the side of his face. We get Azog, who is not quite as pale as he is in the film, but a very excellently detailed minifigure. We get the shadowy figure of the Necromancer. We get a nice statue, which kind of reminds me of a Weeping Angel. We, of course, get some orc friends to kind of hang out in the fortress and do some nasty deeds. You can, of course, attach your other set and make it an even larger Dol Guldur area. And you're probably wondering why Beorn's here, but that's okay, because, you know, we may see him again later, hopefully in bear form. But everything all together, it looks very awesome. A lot of fun play features, especially once you attach all the other stuff to it. So you have a bunch of entrances, all of which are very dangerous to enter. You have the skeletons dropping on you. The entrance into the middle will most likely lead you into the most danger because you'll have two bad guys on either side of you. Of course, you're going to get trapped in this tower. You're going to get jumped on. You're going to get cut in half. Or you're going to get hammered and axed in half. So just a lot of bad things are going to happen. A lot of unseen dangers in this area for sure. It is a definite build it from me. Very fun, lots of great minifigures. Of course, I'm not a big fan of stickers, but these are the clear stickers, so there's no white border to make them look entirely crooked. Of course, this place is supposed to look kind of beaten up and fallen down anyways, so the stickers do not take away from the awesomeness of this build. Lots of great spiky areas to make it look like everything's just falling down and coming apart. Very nicely done, very fun to play with, very fun to build. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing everybody collected into this one at once. And I will see you guys around.